Hello, my sweet artist. I miss you so much. Today we're going to be learning about Ed Harrison. He is this very cool Canadian artist who uses bright colors and has a lot of imagination. He grew up as a little boy, probably in your age, in a drab mining town in England, and he became one of Canada's most beloved and decorated artists. So we're going to kind of celebrate Mr. Harrison. I'd like to say a little prayer before we begin. Dear God, please look after everybody. Wish we were together, but look after all these cute little people and their families. Bring them boldness, bring them color to their projects, bring them confidence and strength, and show everybody love. Amen. All right, so Ted Harrison did these amazing, I've got a full book about him, did these amazing, colorful landscapes. So we're going to work on one. He got into color after doing this kind of painting. Let me look at the scale. Try to show it to you this way. But this is kind of how he saw things in the Yukon in Canada. And that's how he painted. But then he was like, I want to express the color. So we're going to be using oil pastels today. I have a full set of oil pastels right here. You can find those in the cabinet. Some of you that know my art room know oil pastels. That's probably never like to say. You can find them in the cabinet. Now I'm going to give you two options. You can do one that looks kind of like a very Ted Harrison, like with swirls of color. Kind of did like swirls of color for the sky, and then I'm kind of starting to do my mountains, if you can see that. Yesterday we did one in middle school where I did this beautiful bright, and it's got the white in between it, so you can separate your colors by not adding the white, but you have to be very, very careful, and it takes a little bit of concentration to do that. So you can do it those ways. You can do a swirl of colors for the sky and then do kind of more mountainous lines. Or you could do a simple landscape picture. Just having a photo of this. As you see here, I've kind of done my pencil lines. So once again, we're doing our elements of art lines. So all we're doing is doing simple lines for our bottom. You can pick all sorts of colors. Ted Harrison likes oranges and blues and turquoises. You can see how a lot of this colors are cold colors, and then on the bottom I kind of put some more colors so you can mix those up. So on the bottom I'm going to do some of the cold colors. I was going to do this with watercolor, but I thought it would be simpler with these pastels. And if you can find the Q-tips, it should be with oil pastels, you can find Q-tips, or you can grab a Kleenex in the back of the classroom, and you can kind of smooth these colors out. If you're going to do it side by side, if you're going to leave the lines in between, you don't have to smooth it out. But if you're doing this, I recommend either getting baby oil on the tip of your Q-tip to help it smooth it out. So you see how some of these have like these white little spots. You can see them out if they're bothering you. And baby oil, I just don't happen to A, have a baby at home, or B, have baby oil, because I know it's in the classroom, and you can look for that. Then we're going to add these rolling hills to our picture, and that's when you can kind of get pretty with your colors. And I have all my oil pastels in warm and cold colors. Leaves, woods, umbrellas, how you see them. And you can get all pretty with this. I'm not coloring them in. I'm going to have you color them in. I just don't want to waste a lot of time coloring them in. This is your mountain. So this is kind of the idea is, and you can kind of break this out more if you wanted to. You can kind of just do blocks of color. The thing about oil pastel, and if you're more comfortable using crayons, the crayons are right beside the oil pastels in the cabinet. If you're more comfortable using crayons, the oil pastels are just creamier. They go on they blend a little better. And you put them side by side, and they just kind of look creamier. So I really like them a lot. Okay, so you can even chunk this, maybe kind of going different colors in your mound so there, here. So you're going to do that. Okay. Once you have your picture the way you want it, the background, your landscape. Okay. Then this one you can take your Kleenex and make sure. See, I've got red on my Kleenex. Make sure that you get a clean place. Clean place if you're using a tissue, and just rub. And it kind of gives a cool little. I wanted to talk about value, but you see how it kind of rubbed off that blue, kind of lightened it up. That's the value that it's showing, brightness and lightness. So I kind of like how sometimes you're not even meaning to do things, and it just happens that way. So embrace those kind of things. So now you can finish that up. Now I just wanted to tell you the next part. So once you get all this colored in, because you want everything colored, you want the pow, like make a bold statement with all those colors. We're going to work on a polar bear. Now I've been kind of playing around with Mr. Polar Bear, and I've kind of gotten two things. I don't think you can see this. I'm trying to outline it in black. My polar bear. So, and I will download these and have you have them. I really like this polar bear. But you can do either one. It's a polar bear head. So we're just going to place him kind of poking out of our picture, kind of like that. Here's one polar bear. And he's kind of, I love me some birds. I do. If I haven't done that out, I do like birds. So we're going to draw a little bird. Looking down at them. Now I like a white highlight on my nose. Do a little white oval highlight over the nose. Okay. And then I've kind of got, I can see like little shadow and little face. I'm going to take a gray oil pastel, and I'm going to simply shade. It's going to make some small little happy marks to kind of show shading. So a little shading under his ear. You can also use your finger to do an oil pastel, kind of just like that, if you have a clean finger. You might want to get a wet paper towel. It has handy value because it does make the messy fingers. I don't really mind. Then with the bird, you can kind of color it in. So just be creative with these and see what you can do. Kind of have fun with the colors. There's no, we talked about complementary colors, the colors that go well together, the opposite colors of the color wheel. Look at the color wheel in the room and kind of get inspiration in that. See what colors go good, like yellow and purple go really good together. Orange and blue, since they're complementary, go good together. I'm going to mix a little orange. This is the thing with oil pastels. You can mix colors together and then they blend so well. You don't want to mix like a blue on this cardinal now, or this bird. You want to mix analogous colors that could go on the color wheel. It's just kind of simple little thing. You gotta be careful with the yellow pastel. So what I would do with that piece is maybe add like a yellow piece with a marker or something, if you wanted to do that. And she's got little feet here. Okay, so that's one version of this polar bear. The other version is just a more simpler version. He's just kind of standing up. But we're going to do a simple oval shape. Kind of like these are kind of whimsical polar bears. Kind of a, what do you think that shape is? Kind of a potato-y shape. Kind of an egg that has nose. We've got a lot of ovals. See the highlight on his nose. And If you would like to do this with the Sharpie, feel free to. Sharpies do have a little bit more control. These old pastels. I just wanted old pastels to have like a point, kind of like a crayon, to have a pointy end, but I can't seem to find any that are good. And I really like this brand. So, there's your hand. And you can add anything. If you wanted to put a little hat on this for his head, I'm just going to add like little texture